This job has really opened me up to a lot of future possibilities that I can do one day. By starting on this house back here, I was able to learn how to put in siding. I learned how to put in another driveway for the house. I've learned how to put in channel. I've learned how to put in the AC units, windows. I've learned how to lay flooring and like a bunch of other stuff that I never thought I would be able to do. But this man taught me all of it, and I'm extremely grateful for it.
What do you have in your measurement there? 34, okay. So 34, write 34 down. One of the things that's really lacking in our society in general right now, as far as people being able to really work with their hands, and I think a lot of it with youth today is having a sense of accomplishment. You know, feeling in like, oh, I did something, or I built something, or I fixed something. Instead, it's just really kind of a lot of video game play and all that kind of stuff. So it's nice to see some of these kids coming back into and wanting to actually create something or work with their hands.
They've been a resource for us that we didn't have, and at a time when we really didn't know where else to turn. We have two children, both who are on different trajectories. They were not headed straight for college and may or may not ever get there, but we needed resources for them that would leverage their skills and their abilities and make them feel good about themselves, and we really didn't know where to turn. Optimum Ed was that resource for us.
It's really just so rewarding for me to see the students and how they come away from the assessment process. And at the end of the assessment, it says, okay, here is your profile, and here are people with your profile that are doing these jobs and are successful. And they look at that and they say, wow, this is me, and these are all the jobs that I can do, that I can focus on, that would be a good fit for me. And that's powerful information.
So when I got the results, it said, extremely creative, needs to work with his hands. So ever since I was a little kid, I loved playing with those Legos. And that must have sparked me for doing a lot of construction work, because like we're always working with our hands. We are constantly learning. It's like you don't stop learning when you do construction. It's always continuous learning.
20 feet, perfect. What does it mean for me to be able to do math? What is that math gonna do for me in reality? Well, it's gonna construct something. It's gonna fix something. So once you kind of get that to connect, I think that's for a lot of youth, that's the missing ingredient.
And that's what makes this so fantastic is, you know, every student has a different path. Every student has a different gift. It's just about finding those gifts and finding what is going to make them successful. And for Christian, it was not about, you know, finding you know, a four-year college and going that route. It was about finding work experience and going into construction, and that is a fantastic area. It is not going away. Those skills are marketable skills.
Christian was really struggling with just getting through high school and trying to figure out what he would do next and whether or not he had value as a human being. And this role has really taught him that he can learn new things, that he shouldn't be afraid, that he's a hard worker. I don't think he really knew that, and that when he is faced with a challenge, he really can step up to it. So it's been fantastic for his confidence and his self-esteem, as well as his future, because he will have these skills that he can use forever.
Sometimes parents are too close to it to really see clearly, you know, and so to have that objectivity, and then, you know, be able to lean on the resources and partnerships that we have in the community to figure that out and help create that roadmap and that path for that young person to find success, you know, and to see the change in demeanor in young people from down and you know, sad and whatever, and then see them come in, head up, you know, bright and feeling like they're really being productive and accomplishing something. You know, that just, you know, makes everything worthwhile.